I'm going to tie a Matuka style streamer, and I'm starting off with a size 6 streamer hook in the vise, and I'll add some additional weight with my wraps of lead. And break off either end and push and twist those together. I want to be sure to leave enough room at the front of the hook to tie in some materials. The thread that I'll use is an 8/0, and this is in an olive, but you can certainly use a 70 or even a 140 as you get into the bigger sizes. So I'll wrap it in the front of the hook shank and tie down the lead and then remove that tag. The rib that I'll use is a brassy size copper wire, so I'll put that to the back of the hook shank, or I'm sorry, the back of the lead, and then tie it in. And I'll leave my thread at the midway point where I can start to dub in my body. I'm going to use an olive or green Hairtron dubbing for this, and I want to put in a slight cigar shaped taper. And one more pinch how to do it. One of the challenges of tying with a camera in front of you, it takes a little longer to dub in some of this material. Alright, so now I can add in my wing, and for that I'm going to use these barred olive dry fly hackles. And when I size these, what I'm looking for is enough material to go through the gape of the hook. So I'm going to remove the bottom layer of material, so from the gape up is about what I'm looking for to size these. And I'll take off two, and when you take them off they'll have a curve to it. And so I put these curves opposing one another, and they'll cancel out and you'll get a nice straight hackle there. So I'll measure this out to extend beyond the end of the hook, and then I'll pinch where I want to start stripping back material. So I'll pinch the end and then I'll peel back the material enough so that I can tie in, and can remove those sections at the end, and I'll also strip back some of the material so that I can tie it in. So I'll set it on top and tie it in, and just make sure I've trimmed those stems up. Alright, now I'm going to use this rib to hold down the wing, and I'll do so by going in between these barbs. So I'll wet them slightly to help hold them back. And now I can start to take even wraps up through, trying not to capture a lot of those fibers as I do it. And when I reach my thread, I'll tie it off. And then I can break that last bit, and if I've done it right, hopefully I didn't capture any fibers on the top there. Now I'll take a saddle hackle, and this is in the same color scheme of that barred, and you're looking for that same sort of consistency that you look for in a woolly bugger or something like that. So I'll peel back some of these bits, and I'm going to tie it in by the tip. So I'll peel back the tip and tie it in, and then remove that. And now I can build out a collar to this. So as I advance the collar, or I'll advance the hackle up, I'll slick these back so that they face towards the tail. And then I'll wrap it with a couple of turns and remove it. I'll hold all of it back and start to build out a thread head. And take a couple of whip finishes. And trim. And then I'll put a drop of head cement on this. And that's it. Nice little streamer. Tie these in a variety of sizes. And that is a Matuka style fly.